Hi everyone, Bernard's back here with another movie review, and today we're looking at a little action crime drama called Ava, A-V-A. Yes, a female assassin film. Well, I've had one or two recently, haven't we? We've had some in the past. Is there room for another one? Well, perhaps we'll see with this one. Please, if you're new to this little channel, push that bell notification, push the subscription button, make sure you're subscribed as well. Please tell your friends. I do these little movie reviews, TV drama reviews and information vlogs as well, so if you enjoy it, I try and entertain and inform. Please tell your friends. Right, Ava, yes, an hour and 36. When I first looked for this, I found about 2 or 3 films called Ava. Obviously it's a very popular name. My fiance has a grandchild called Ava, so it must be coming back into fashion as a name. Yeah, an hour and 36 minutes, action crime drama. Yes, as I said, she's a deadly assassin. Of course, well, of course, if she's an assassin, hopefully she's deadly. Otherwise, she'll be out of her job. Who works for Black Ops and a Black Ops organisation, travelling the globe, specialising in high-profile hits. When a job goes dangerously wrong, she is forced to fight for her own survival. So nothing, absolutely nothing new in the storyline, is there really? Directed by Tate Taylor, written by Matthew Newton, and stars Jessica Chastain, I think, who also produced this as well. It's probably but a lot of people, a lot of love out there for Jessica Chastain. It's not a girl I'm that familiar with, to be honest with you. I probably have seen her in things, but she doesn't stick out in my mind. We've got John Malkovich. We've got Colin. I had to look twice at that name. I'm not sure with his rap stuff, and I have seen him in a few films. More on him in a moment. And Gina Davis stars in this as well. Only sort of a bit part, nothing too serious. Any good? Well, Internet Movie Database. There's no Rotten Tomatoes views yet as I'm recording this. Internet Movie Database, they're only giving it 5.7 out of 10. I say only, that's not too bad a score. I mean, it's almost a watchable score, isn't it? And that's based on just 100,000 reviews as I'm doing this in early August. Some of the comments by the users, we've got entertaining but not great. Well, something's entertaining. I don't know. I want to be entertained. Not bad, just not very good. So that's a bit like entertaining but not great, isn't it? We're getting a bit of a theme here, aren't we? Just okay. So there you go. That says it again. Same old material. That's probably a bit of a negative. The plot did not have any surprising elements. However, the fight scenes and the wonderful acting of Jessica Chastain, yeah, this guy's not alone. There's a few people, obviously, a lot of love out there for Jessica Chastain. Made it a very enjoyable movie to watch, so there's a positive anyway. So let's have a look, my MGN thoughts. As I said, I've recently, was it Hannah, the last thing I watched a year or two ago? I quite enjoyed that, I remember. I think there was one... there was another one, the name escapes me. She was sort of on a motorbike, but must be confused. And that was an okay one as well. But Hannah Spring, obviously Salt springs to mind, doesn't it? So from a little bit further back. But do we really need another average? And I think this is sort of an average film, female assassin movie. I'm not going to say I dislike Jessica Chastain, but I mean, she doesn't really... You know, she's not really sort of top of my list of, oh, she's starring, I'll watch that. So, but obviously a lot of people who like that have sort of mentioned her in the review. Obviously, as I say, we've got some other big names in it, like Gina Davis and John Malkovich. But again, John Malkovich just plays John Malkovich, doesn't he? There's no real character development to any of the characters. You get to know a little bit about Jessica Chastain's character's background and the family, etc. So you can get a little bit, but there's not much build-up of any of the others. You dropped into an assassin's world, employed by guys who obviously know very little about any real background. And Jessica Chastain probably leads it pretty well, but she was only marginally better than anyone else as far as acting was concerned. I don't think the acting was that fantastic, to be honest with you, even though you got Mr. Colin Farrell as well. I didn't even mention him, did I? Colin Farrell's in this as well, and he was pretty dull and wooden in my opinion. I think he was asked to play a role and he played it, but he's no real character or charisma about it. And as far as Common, well, we did mention him before. He's the sort of guy I just never warmed to in any film he's done. I just think he's pretty bad. He's pretty bad, and I wouldn't even say pretty average. I just think Common's pretty rubbish, to be honest with you. And I don't really enjoy watching him in any film I've seen him in, to be honest with you. I don't know if he's any good as a rapper. He should stay as a rapper, in my opinion. Yeah, there's some okay fight scenes. Someone mentioned that. There's some okay fight scenes, but the story is very, very weak. I mean, it could have been tweaked a little bit to be improved, but it's pretty naff. I mean, the attempts to humanise Ava, obviously she's struggling psychologically, and obviously she's in Alcoholics Anonymous. There's a brief scene of a meeting, but it doesn't quite work to go and, you know, with a sort of killer lifestyle. You sort of want her to come out of it in one piece, but she's you're a real character you want to stick up for, and perhaps you want Colin Farrell to you know, to get the better of him in the end, I suppose. But no, it's no real characters to get behind apart from Ava herself. Obviously, you by the end of it, you do want to sort of come through this, but none of the other characters really add anything to the story. The best bit of the film, last 10 minutes, it sort of makes it just about bearable, in my opinion. Up till then, it was just a bit routine, and we've seen it all before. As I said, you could probably spend your time, or I'd rather have spent my time perhaps watching Hannah again, or Salt again, things like that again. So I was a little disappointed with Ava. I thought it's just an addition to the female assassin genre that I don't think we really needed at this point in time. So it's a little bit disappointing. But so as I say, if you like Miss Chastain, then I think a lot of you'll like it. You know, obviously a lot of reviewers seem to you know, it wasn't just one. There's quite a few sort of commenting what a great job she did. A couple did say she'd obviously been producer as well, so it might have watered it down a little bit. But yeah, there's a lot of love out there for Genesis Chastain, so that's fair enough. I won't put you off watching it, but as I say, and even if you're fans of Common or you're fans of Mr. Farrell, perhaps watch it. But as I said, the acting in general was pretty wooden in my opinion. Even Mr. Malkovich was fairly wooden. To me, he's not the great. I like him as a character, but he's not the greatest for these sort of films as far as investing in his character. So my little movie game nostalgia rating on this, I'm just going to give it that sat on the fence one. I'm going to do a 5.5 out of 10, which means I wouldn't put you off if you like any of the characters. But as far as the plot and the story in a film, entertainment-wise, it's pretty weak. And I'm not a big action fan anyway, so even though the fight scenes were okay, those don't really appeal to me. I like to have a bit of a story to a film, and it is pretty bang average. We've seen it all before, unfortunately. The poster, yeah, again, I don't think the poster's that bad. Yeah, I think if you're there's a couple of posters, there's been a couple of posters, but that main poster there, I think certainly if you're a Chastain fan, and it does represent the movie. It does, you know, it doesn't lie to you, does it? The poster, that's basically the movie on the poster. So. And please, I've also been told don't watch the trailers, because it sort of sums up the movie on the trailers as well. So if you do want to watch this, please go in cold. Don't watch the trailer, because obviously the whole film is on the trailer apparently, which can happen with these sort of things. But please be careful of that. If you do want to watch it, it might ruin it. Or if you do watch the trailer, watch the film a couple of months later when you perhaps forgot what happened in the trailer. That's probably the best way of doing it. Yeah, the poster, I like the poster, so I'm going to give the poster 6.5 out of 10. I'm going to give it a good victory today. I quite like the poster, even though I don't particularly like the film. Anyway, please check my links on screen. And if you can look at my little website, my little day job, moviegamenostalgia.com, for old rare DVDs, movie posters from the 1990s and 2000s. There's a couple on the wall you've probably seen there. Some of these are available. And board games as well are on there. That'd be absolutely fantastic. And please, if you're anyone into football, support Manchester City, please point them my way. Check the playlist. I'll do lots of vlogs on Manchester City past and present as well. Anyway, thanks for watching. What I'm going to do the rest of a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your family. More importantly, look after each other. And hopefully you'll join me again for another TV drama review or movie review or an information vlog as well in the very near future. This is Bernard saying please stay safe everyone. I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.